Good evening. Happy Friday. I hope you had a very nice week. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, let's continue with the mathematics, shall we? I did write down some notes, what I wrote there. Like, after the recording, I just wrote down some thoughts. So, how do you save the world? Well, the thing is, no one man can save the world. Even Jesus could not save the world. Maybe he could. Maybe he could have, but he didn't. Jesus didn't save the world. Before Jesus and after Jesus, did crime decreases in number? Did the crime rate in the world decrease before Jesus and after Jesus? It didn't. There's about same rate of crimes before Jesus and after Jesus. Before Christ, after Christ. So Jesus did not save the world. Okay? People still commit crimes, right? Before Christ, after Christ. Not much has changed since Jesus came to save the world. Alright? So, I personally believe, because I'm Christian, that I do believe Jesus saved me, my soul, okay? And perhaps my life too. I do believe that, but Jesus did not save the entire world. And one of our top goal in humanology is to save the entire humanity. Okay, is it an achievable goal? I believe it is, but it will take more than one person for this entire world to be saved, right? Why? Because personally, how many people can I save in my entire lifetime? Maybe a couple of dozens, right? So I may not be able to save the entire world, but if I save one person, I call that a success, right? Yeah. So, yeah, humanology as a religion or as an activism, as a movement, uh, yeah, I can foresee that might happen at some point in the future, and yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, this humanology is very good. It's high quality ideology. So, okay, but in the Bible, I'm just looking at my note over there. So on the whiteboard, so God ordered Abraham to kill his son Isaac, right? His only son. Also, Abraham got Isaac when he was very old, right? His wife, what, Sarah, something like that. So yeah, Abraham was about to sacrifice his son Isaac to God because that's what God told him to do. All right. So would I do the same thing? Not a human being, but this entire humanology series. Am I willing to sacrifice this entire humanology series in order to save one person, which is doing the right thing, righteousness, God, same thing. So if it is the right thing to do, like because I drink alcohol, right? What if people get alcoholism from here? Oh well. So if it is the right thing to do for me to shut down this entire humanology series, I will. Okay, I'm more than willing to do that in order to save one person's life. Would I shut down this entire humanology series? Yes. Why? Because if it is certain that shutting down entire this 1,000 episode worth of humanology, if it is certain that it's gonna save one person's life, I will do so. Why? Because this humanology series later on in the future will it save the world? That's uncertain, right? But if it is certain that shutting down the humanology will save one person's life, then I will do so. Because that is if that is certain, okay? Because whether this humanology is gonna be save the entire world in the future or not, that's uncertain. Okay, so. But my recommendation to you, you should learn to control your drinking. Okay, I only drink after work, and also weekends. All right, I know when to stop, and I don't drink that much. Okay, I only drink during this about 3 hours worth of humanology session at night, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, about like twice. So like 3 hours once, then 3 hours later, right? Yeah. Between then, I don't drink. I only drink in front of camera. You think I drink all the time? I don't. I only drink in front of the camera when I do humanology. Otherwise, I don't drink at all. Okay? Yeah. What else do I do when I don't drink? I watch TV. I mean, not TV, the YouTube video or DVD. Eat, sleep, clean my house, cook, right? Take care of my yards and all that. Laundry, do the laundry, and I don't drink all the time. I don't. Okay, so Monday through Friday, like 3 hours at night when I do humanology. Saturday and Sunday, 6 hours each. Because on Saturday and Sunday we do 2 episodes per weekend day, right? Yeah, no problem. So I don't drink that much at all. Okay, so you should never over drink because it can kill you. Alcohol poisoning, your liver damage. Okay, you don't want to drink too much. Okay, so you should know when to stop. Okay. Alright, that's all I wanted to say. You know, Mr. Marco Rubio, Mr. Ted Cruz, okay, I don't like their ultra interracialism, okay, those Hispanic senators, Florida and Texas, right, Republican Party, they married very beautiful young Caucasian blonde females, okay, and I don't like their ultra interracialism. Okay, to me that's very disrespectful of the race. Okay, so yeah, but they got voted into their senatorial positions because they got some good qualities, right? Yeah, they are both anti-gaysts, okay, and they are diligent and they are smart, and I really like Senator Rubio's performance in the 2016 debate with President Trump. Okay, he did very well, and Senator Ted Cruz, yeah, he criticized this Harvard constitutional law professor. What's his name? I forgot his name. He used to be a judicial clerk for California State Supreme Court. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of like a little bit deceiving, not very honest. Okay, it's because he wrote this appendix to this very famous California Supreme Court case, and the appendix contains some mathematics because he was mathematics major in Harvard. Okay, before he went to Harvard Law School. Okay, and he did some cheating there. Okay, in this his so-called proof. All right, yeah, I can tell he cheated there. Okay, because or I don't think it was an error, honest error. I think he knew what he was doing was wrong. and I did reverse engineer where he cheated. Okay, so it's in my books. Okay, so um, later on he became a Harvard Law professor. So say Mr. Ted Cruz criticized him, right? And I like that part of Senator Ted Cruz. Okay, I just want to give them due appreciation. All right, and Mr. Quincy Jones, African American gentleman, who married the producer, music producer, Mr. Quincy Jones, producer for Michael Jackson, right? Yeah, he's ultra interracialist. He married several times, the most beautiful Caucasian women, many of them like blonde, right? So that just, to me, that's very repulsive, to put it nicely. Okay, and also Mr. Jimi Hendrix, yeah, he dated and slept with all these the most beautiful Caucasian young females. To me, that's just, oh, that's very. So did Mr. Actor Jamie Foxx. Okay, he dated all these beautiful Caucasian young females, like model types. Okay, to me, that's very disrespectful of the Caucasian race. So what they do, it just, to me, is very disrespectful. All right, and too greedy, lustful, and lecherous, and I don't like what they do. Really, I don't like seeing it. But hey, nobody's perfect. Okay, nobody's perfect. Okay, nobody's perfect. We will make sins, and yeah, we just have to tolerate each other. Yeah. All right. Then I thought about how this chaga mushroom grows. Chaga mushroom. What's the color of chaga mushroom in Alaska? Chaga mushroom is like very dark brown, right? It grows on white birch tree, not always birch tree. Sometimes in spruce tree too. I've seen them. Okay, but mostly chaga mushroom grows on a birch tree. Birch tree is white mostly. Some birch trees are gray, and some of them even light brown. Okay, but most birch trees are white. Okay, and chaga mushroom is it almost look like black. It's very dark, reddish brown. That's chaga mushroom. Okay, so chaga mushroom is quite uncommon. It's fairly rare, and but up here in Alaska we have a lot of birch trees. I have some in my backyard. Okay, so birch trees in Alaska is quite common. Okay, so this brown mushroom that grows on a birch tree, chaga mushroom, that is rare, and that makes very good tea. It makes also very good vodka. So chaga vodka, that's Russians. Russians do that. Okay. Me, I put everything and anything edible into vodka. So yeah, I didn't quite learn. Yeah, I did learn that Russians do it, but that's not why I do it. Because when I have chaga, yeah, of course I put in the vodka. Okay. Yeah, but so so I was thinking like maybe every now and then interracialism is allowed, but we want to keep it to minimum, exception as opposed to norm. So ultra interracialism, well, we still don't want that. But interracialism, uh, every now and then it can be allowed, okay, because we want there to be chaga mushroom, okay, and we have plenty of this white birch trees, and chaga mushroom very rare, right? very parasitic fungus to, and all fungus they are all parasitic. Well, not all of them though, because some fungus they grow on dead tree leaves. That's not parasitism, because tree leaves they are already dead. But if a mushroom grow on a live tree, that's parasitic. That's parasitism. Okay, so interracialism, uh, yeah, maybe every once in a while it's just fine. Okay, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so we will try to get back to mathematics. Okay, if I hurt your if I hurt your feelings, no, I didn't. I never hurt anybody's feelings, not anymore. Because I learned how to say things in a very diplomatic manner. But still, what I said was unpleasant to you. I apologize. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. But somebody has to say this, right? And there's nobody else who can say this in a proper manner, other than us. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, please forgive me, okay? If I was somewhat unpleasant to you, all right? Yeah, I ask for your forgiveness, okay? With an attitude. With an attitude. I'm sorry. Uh, let's take 5 minutes break, okay? So, yeah, it's a good day. It's Friday. Happy Friday. So, yeah, let's get back to mathematics, shall we? Okay. Uh, so we made analogy to finite integral, definite integral, and indefinite integral, right? With boundary and without boundary. So it's very analogous to that. Okay, so I mean, prime number theorists, they use integral, right? But not like what we do here. Okay, we are just making some analogy. Okay, some similarity here. So okay. So why is this alpha over n? Because all the set of multiples of n, upper limit, infinity, alpha, alpha, okay, alpha, so alpha over 1, okay, yeah, here, u is a finite number, okay, so u over n, okay, just, flooring thereof, okay, so, yeah, it kind of look the same, right? Yeah, top number divided by bottom number. Okay, so yeah, so that's what it is. Okay. Okay. And by the way, so I was reading some mathematical articles and websites and regarding the Legendre. We'll rename it, okay? Möbius-Legendre formula. All right. Möbius-Legendre equation. That's the one recurrence relationship that express recurrence relation between prime counting function. Okay, and their formula is different from ours. Ours, we know what it is, but we didn't quite spell it out yet. All right, that's our task, and it's not going to be as simple and elegant like Möbius-Legendre formula. It's Legendre who found it, but he used Möbius function. That's why we're going to call it Möbius-Legendre formula. Okay, Möbius-Legendre equation. All right, and but there's some similarity, but they are not the same formula. Okay, because we took different approach from what they have. Okay, we use binomial coefficient or binomial set. All right, what's the binomial set? Let's say you have a set of 4 numbers, okay? We call it, there are 4 primes, right? We call it P4, okay? This is if you put this horizontal bar in a capital character, like A, B, C, D, it's kind of bold font, capital letter, it denotes super capital letter. There's lowercase and uppercase in English letters, right? So this is a super uppercase. Okay? Alright. So P4 or Pn is first n primes. Okay? So that's what this means. And P4, that's fourth prime, which is 7. Okay, so that's the distinction, okay? So, yeah, I mean, I can use the lowercase, but yeah, let's do lowercase then. They kind of look the same, right? Okay? Yeah. So, for C3, I'm trying to come up with a nice notational convention, okay? So, how about this? P 4C3. P4C3 is this, okay? Out of these first four primes, you pick 3 of them, okay? So it's a power set, okay? So yeah, we should come up with a nice notational convention because the one we came up with, it's just so confusing. I don't know. We try to define our notational convention before we go further, okay? Just combinatorics, okay? Because we are mathematicians, but we are also linguists, all right? So that's why we take great care about language perspective of mathematics. We want to come up with very efficient notational convention, right? That's linguistics perspective aspect of mathematics, okay? I think it's nice notational convention, okay? So P 4C3, so you have 4C3, that's like binomial coefficient, right? So out of P4, you select 3 of them in a combination way, right? So you have that. Now, and the first element of this, we're gonna denote it as 1 P 4 C 3. That's this. 2 3 5. Okay? Now, if we multiply all this, it becomes a number. 2 times 3 times 5, 30. Okay? So how do we denote that? How about just put multiplication sign in front of it? So multiplication 1 P 4 C 3 is equal to 2 times 3 times 5 is 60. I mean 30. Okay? I think this is better notational convention than L Like you have upstairs, downstairs, left shoulder, right shoulder, left foot, right foot. Oh, that's just easy kind of notation. That's not very intuitive notation or convention. So we'll use this instead. Okay. So P4 out of four first primes, you select three in a combination way. Okay. And then the very first element of that power set. Okay. And you multiply them together, and then that results in one number. Okay. Yeah, I like this better. All right. So we'll use this. Okay. We are making a progress, right? So. It's so this PC function, it has four inputs. First input on operator. It could be plus, okay, but we don't need that now, so maybe some other time, okay. But now it's multiplication operator, okay. Second operator, third operator, fourth operator. I mean, so four inputs. PC function, we call it PC function. Okay, PC function has four inputs. First input, first variable on operator, and the rest positive integers. Okay, output positive integer. Okay, so it's a scalar function. Okay, so well, natural number function because output is natural number. Okay, so. Okay, very good. Let's take a break, okay? All right, so now that we have a nice notational convention, yeah, it will make our job easier. All right, so, okay. Yeah, we'll take a break and we'll just keep moving, okay? So, yeah. All right, let's take 5 minutes. Uh, lesser prime set, I don't know. Yeah, we'll try out with this notational convention and see what works better. Okay, um, we'll try it out. We have time. Okay, so you don't have any deadline. So look, gold box conjecture has not been proven for 250 years. Okay, so we started this like 2 months ago. March, February, I mean March and April, right? It's been slightly more than 2 months. You got time, okay? Okay. Hey. Whiteboard hunting. Uh, yeah. We use this guy, okay? Yeah, this gentleman we're using. Because this approach didn't quite work for us, okay? So I don't even recall what approach this is on top of my head, but it didn't work, all right? So, well, water under the bridge, all right? Numbers under the eraser, beneath this eraser, all right? Because we need some whiteboard here. Okay, okay. So let's prime number set. Okay. So well, before we write anything new, let's look at what we had before. Okay, let's just observe and review because I forgot. All right, it's been a while. We're dealing with a lot of things. Okay, so juggling the numbers and letters. Okay, what do we have here? Let's give it some room. Better. You can read this, right? All right. Okay. Okay. That's a prime set. All the primes less than 7. Okay. Okay, that's a prime set. All right. Well, in our brand new notation, this guy, right? In our brand new notation, it's like this. All right. Okay. Because this notation, this L notation, it's not quite intuitive to me. All right. I want to use the C combination, okay? Mountain notation, all right? So the binomial coefficient, whatever. So we don't really have room for this tray holder, but let's make some room, okay? By delineating all these other markings. So this guy, 1, L, 7, 2, star, is equivalent to, in our brand new notation convention, the PC notation as opposed to L star notation, okay? star PC notation. Okay, so it's like 2, 3, 5, right? That's the only thing we are doing. So, and we are selecting two numbers. Okay, so out of three, we pick two in combination way, right? And out of three, so that's four, three primes, right? And we pick the first element in that power set, and then we do the multiplication. Okay? Yeah, this is a lot better. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this three replaced this L, and it's more a lot more descriptive because concrete number, because lesser prime set below 7, it has three elements: 2, 3, 5. Okay. So yeah, this is a superior notation or convention. Why? Because you don't have to calculate how many primes are less than 7. Yeah, there are three of them, right? And now it actually expressed that expressly, overtly, explicitly. So this is superior notation convention. Okay, so we're going to adopt this brand new notation convention. Okay, so you are witnessing, we are witnessing mathematics in development, right? So that's why this humanology series is very valuable. Why? You don't just get to see the result, you actually are observing how mathematics is evolving and being developed. It is very educational, all right? And it's like on real time. This is not live TV show, but or YouTube live. I don't do that. Why? Because I want to keep a record of it, and I want some delay between recording and the publication. Why? What if I make some mistake? I have to censor it. Okay, so when it comes to censorship, let's take a break from mathematics. Okay, so when it comes to censorship, I read the news where some filmmakers made this documentary promo about 25 minutes long, something like that. They are planning on making the feature length, full length documentary this summer, and the name of the documentary is something like not pandemic but plandemic. Very smart, right? Yeah. Oh, it's not pandemic. It's all planned. So it's about like kind of conspiracy theory of this coronavirus situation, right? And then YouTube, Facebook, they all banned and deleted that promo, 25-minute promo, because they thought it's misinformation, right? I had to disagree. That's like governmental censorship, because big corporations like Facebook, YouTube, Google, YouTube, they are very much like government. Why? Because their revenue is very much like taxation. They get small money from everybody. Okay, so what their action to get rid of the this promo pandemic is equivalent to governmental censorship, like dictatorship. Okay, so yeah, because opinions. I mean, America is country of freedom, right? Yeah, constitutional right to speech, and they are suppressing it. Okay, so I did not like what they did. Okay, so yeah, I understand private companies, corporations, non-governmental entities, they are not subject to U.S. Constitution or state constitution because they are not governments, but they are like governments. Okay, they have humongous power, media power. All right, so if they do censorship, mm, that violates the spirit of the law, spirit of the constitution, if not letters. Okay, so I did not like what they did. Okay, censorship. Yeah. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, because it's about time to take a break. So. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, we came up with a better notational convention. Very good. Okay, that's very good. Okay. Okay. It's good. We found a better notational convention. That's very important because notational convention it goes a long way because it makes things very efficient. Right? We have to have a good notational convention. Okay. Like in tensor calculus, yeah. Mr. Einstein notation, right? Einstein notation, yeah. It made their job a lot easier in tensor calculus, okay. Einstein convention, okay. They just took out the sigma, okay. So when subscript and superscript kind of matches, something like that. I don't know, okay. I don't know too much about tensor calculus, okay. It's one of my list of things to learn that I want to learn, okay. Tensor calculus and group theory and among others. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna rewrite this F7 in terms of sigma, all right, using our brand new PC notation as opposed to L notation, okay? Um, so we have to redo this, okay? So, yeah. So we defined PC function, right? Yeah. Um, because I'm kind of curious. Uh, I mean, we can define any function that we would like. For example, prime, not prime counting function, but prime multiplication function. Okay? Prime multiplication function, or prime product function, PP function, okay? PP of n, we can define it as multiply first n primes. Okay? Yeah. I wonder what it, I'm kind of curious what it would look like. So it'd be like 2, 6, 30, 210, and so on. Okay, so just I was just curious, right? So, but we are not gonna go there. We are busy. Okay, we cannot be distracted, all right? So because what we are doing here is still a distraction. Okay, we kind of went to the side. We're just investigating because we're curious about it, all right? But our main goal is gold box conjecture proof or disproof, right? So, I mean, it's okay to be distracted a little, divergent, divertissement, okay? But we don't want to do that too much, okay? So we have to get back to the main course at some point, right? So we have a mission, all right? Yeah, gold box conjecture, all right? So, yeah. I think it's a very achievable goal, all right? Yeah. Because I think we can prove something stronger than gold box conjecture, all right? How many ways are there to express uneven integer as a summation of two primes. And it seems there are at least two ways, and the numbers kind of keeps on increasing. Number of ways. Okay, so in Goldbach's conjecture, we need to prove that there is only at least one way to express uneven integer as a summation of two primes. At least one way. But it seems there are at least two ways. And as numbers get bigger, the number of ways increases. Okay, so I think we can prove something stronger than Goldbach's conjecture. Okay, so yeah. Professor Erdős's proof of Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem, it was really cool. Okay, it's very famous proof. Okay, and I really like his proof of Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem. He reproved it. Okay, he proved it after Mr. Chebyshev, Господин Chebyshev, after Mr. Ramanujan, and maybe some other people too in between. But his proof is very, very elegant. Why? Because the mathematics he used there is not overly complicated. It's fairly elementary, right? So that's why it's such a good proof. Okay? Yeah. Because so many other people who does not know higher advanced mathematics can still understand his proof. So it's like at least third time reproof, but it's the most famous because most number of people can understand his proof. Okay, so and he did use binomial coefficient, this central binomial coefficient, okay, which is very easy, right? So he proved that with using some inequality, something like 462, okay, if n is bigger than 462, yeah, we definitely prove it by some formula. Before 462, oh, we can just verify it by this direct approach. I really like that approach, that his proof, okay, is beautiful. Okay, he wasn't the first person to prove this Bertrand-Chebyshev theorem, but it's a proof that can be most easily understood. I really liked his proof. Okay, I mean I didn't read it in detail, but just kind of glossed over it, and I understand what he did, the strategy. I really liked it. Okay, so very famous proof. Okay, Professor Erdős. I like him a lot. Okay, so he's cool. Very good educator as well. Yeah. Yeah, very beautiful proof. So in mathematics, okay, if you find some convergence of some series, whatever, right, or if you find a definite proof, then you can get some credit for that. Okay, so yeah, that's how it works in mathematics community. Okay. 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 Yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay, and then we go ahead, express, get a brand new whiteboard, and express this F7 in terms of our PC notation as opposed to L notation, because for L notation we already did that, right? So we use PC notation and express F7, and we'll generalize it, okay? Yeah. Mm. All right, let's take 5 minutes. Okay. Let's take a break from mathematics, okay? Let's talk about climate change. Right? I mean, nowadays it's kind of shoved under the table, under the carpet, because it's no longer very relevant topic in this coronavirus situation. So they lost spotlight, right? Anti-climate change activists. Yeah, Miss Greta Thunberg, the hugger of iceberg. In her brain, you will find the lack of science therein. I'm trying to write a poem, all right? Trying to rhyme. But the bottom line is, I mean, she dropped out of elementary school, okay? So she didn't learn science. So she's Nobel Prize nominee, Times Magazine Person of the Year. But I think she has some ulterior motive. Maybe she just didn't want to go to school anymore, but wanted to be famous, stardom, celebrity, all these travels, speeches, right? Photo ops. I'm sure she's enjoying that, but she should be in school. She should go back to school. That would be my recommendation, okay? And many people recommended that, including President Trump, Secretary Mnuchin, okay? Um, because sea level will not rise, even if all the iceberg melts, all the bipolar, this Arctica, Antarctica, all those ice melt, even if they melt away, sea level will not rise. Why? Because ocean is so vast, right? And sea ice, South Pole, North Pole, they are very little. Okay, the ocean is very wide, so sea level will not rise a single millimeter. All right, I guarantee you. Okay, and most of ice, they are under the water, right? And ice density is less than water density. Okay, so how come you don't get to see ice mountain? Because ice is very fragile, brittle, right? Wind sweep away, break it apart. So when you go to South Pole, North Pole, it's flat. Okay, why? Arctic wind or Antarctic wind is very strong winds, so they even out the ice ground. That's why you don't get to see ice mountain, because ice is not like rocks, solids. Ice is very easy to break. They are molecular structure, all right? So you go to Arctica, Antarctica, it's all even ground. And ice, just like iceberg, tip of the iceberg, okay, most of those ice in Antarctica and Arctica, they are under the water, right? Because ice is very brittle, very fragile, so wind blow them away, break them away. Okay, okay, so and you have this glass of water, and you put some ice cube. When you put ice cube there, give me 1 second here. It's my tumble dryer. Right. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I just turn off my tumble dryer because it was making some noises, and it's all dried up. So yeah, sea level won't rise. Okay, so people who think the sea level rise if all those Antarctica, Arctica uh, ice melt, they don't understand science. Even some scientists say sea level will rise, we'll lose all our beaches and these coastal areas, cities. Uh, they don't understand science. Even scientists say that. Some scientists, okay, because they want to be famous. They want to be just like Miss Greta Thunberg, okay. They just want to get some media attention, right, by jumping in the bandwagon, okay. But futile attempts, right? Yeah. So this anti-climate change rhetoric, uh, they unsound. So anti-climate changeism is unsound ideology, at least in my opinion. Okay, because they don't have any scientific foundation. Okay, so there's nothing to worry about climate change. Okay, so but in this coronavirus situation, we learned a lesson, right? Maybe people don't need to travel that much. Maybe we can do it just teleconferencing, like Skype or Zoom. Maybe they will do. But President Trump, he's still traveling, right? I mean, he could have made some phone call or Zoom or Skype, right? But he's bored. He's like kind of like have this retirist mentality. Want to go out on a travel, right? Just like President Barack Obama. Okay, they're not that different, all right? So yeah, they should stop traveling like that. The taxpayers' money, all right? They're so non-essential travels. Okay. President Trump, he visit this mask manufacturing factory. What kind of change is he gonna make? And how much money, taxpayers' money, American taxpayers' money does it take for his one travel to out of state? You have this Secret Service agents and you motorcade and you have this Air Force One, Marine One, this cost, right? But Miss Greta Thunberg, she travels too. Airplane, boat, cars, whatnot. Carbon emission. The microphone that she talks into is mostly oil and gas. The electricity, the light, when she's on spotlight, when she give out this anti-climate change speeches, mostly come from fossil and fuel, oil and gas, fossil fuel. Okay. She doesn't know what she's doing. Why? Because she dropped out of elementary school. Okay, she didn't learn science, economics, business, how things work in the real world. Okay, she's just living in la la land, fantasy land. Okay. Let's do some acting. Like she's like, oh, I'm so famous. I'm celebrity stardom. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Yeah, I'm Miss Greta Thunberg, hug of iceberg. Yay! I'm sure she's so happy nowadays. Okay, getting all this media attention, international media attention, right? So Miss Greta Thunberg and President Trump, not very different. Okay, they are attention deficit disorder case, ADD case, right? They just want to have international attention, right? That's why what they are doing, running for president, running for international anti-climate change activist. They are the same, right? President Barack Obama, he's same too. Okay, so they are the same. ADD case. How about me? Sure, yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm ADD case too, attention deficit disorder. But at least I do not do anything wrong in order to be famous. I want to be famous by doing things right. But Jesus said, false prophets, false prophets, yeah, they get immediate attention like LGBT or tattoo piercing or those people without any merits. Okay, I mean in ideological sense of LGBTism, tattoo piercism. Okay, but just because they're different, right? They get immediate attention, right? Uh, but like Herr Arthur Schopenhauer noticed in his essays, Parerga and Prolepomena, right? I think I finally got it right. Okay, so yeah, a true knowledge and the messenger thereof, it takes a long time to be recognized. Okay? Yeah, Jesus said, yeah, false prophets, yeah, people love them, but true prophets, they get persecuted. And thank God I'm not being persecuted. Well, I'm kind of being persecuted by being dismissed, by being ignored. Okay, because it does annoy me. All right, because I see all these news articles in these international or national level magazines and online newspapers. Some of them are smart, I get it, okay, but most of them not nearly at the same intellectual level that I have. Okay, I did submit them on many occasions. The articles I wrote, national level, okay, they rejected it. Okay, so locally, we are small people helping out small people. Okay, we are friends, families, right? Yeah, they did publish my articles. Okay, yeah. Locally. Okay, yeah. So, but I'm happy. Okay, yeah, we're doing mathematics, right? Yeah, it's our refuge, right? So we just continue. Okay, yeah. We are just biding our time. All right. So yeah, I'm okay with me not ever being famous in my lifetime. All right. Maybe I live to 80, 90, 100, something like that. Natural aging. Yeah, if I never become famous, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I continue to do humanology, economics, linguistics, mathematics, and others. No problem. I'm happy. Okay, so I don't have to be famous because famous people, they are not the happiest people. Okay, many of them commit suicide. I mean, choose suicide. Okay, we don't want to be we don't want to be judgmental on them. Okay, so yeah, drug overdose and all that stuff. Celebrities. Okay, so yeah, fame is not key to happiness. What is key to happiness? Education. Also, discovery of knowledge. Okay, yeah. Or helping others, your career, or doing the right thing. Perhaps, yeah, family, friends. Okay, exercise, diet, good health, right? Yeah. Your hobbies, right? Yeah. Yeah, we call that a success. Okay, so as long as you're righteous and happy, yeah, you have righteousness, happiness. Oh, we call that a success. Money, power, fame, or sex, not necessary. All right. So it's about righteousness and happiness. Righteous happiness. Okay, so that's our definition of happiness. I mean, that's our humanological definition of success. What is success? Righteousness plus happiness. Okay, that's humanological equation of success, right? Yeah. Let me write it down. Okay, so I mean it's very simple equation. Okay, so success is equal to righteousness plus happiness. Okay. Okay, let's grab new whiteboard. Okay, we know what to do next. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Whew. Yeah, Rolling Stones. Okay, I like maybe one or two of their songs. Okay, Rolling Stones. Yeah, time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on our side. All right, so that's why we are taking time. Okay. All right. So let's just copy it down. Okay. So okay. Let's see if I can squeeze in one line. I'll try. Okay. Okay. We got it in one line. Phew. So F stands for filtered multiple set. Okay, so absolute value thereof, cardinality. How many members are there in that set? All right. So what's filtered multiple set of seven? That's like set of multiples that does not involve lesser primes of seven. Okay, so F7 filtered multiple set of 7. Okay, set of multiples of 7 that does not involve 2 or 3 or 5. Okay, it only involves 7 or higher primes. Okay, so multiples of 7 that does not involve 2, 3, or 5. It only involves 7 or higher primes. Okay, so that's the particular set of multiples of 7. Okay, filtered multiple set. All right, so all right. So we're gonna express this with our brand new PC notation after 5 minutes break. Okay, so I need some vocal rest. All right. Every 15 minutes I have to take a break because otherwise I will lose my voice. Like, my vocal cord is very fragile, very sensitive, right? So I need to take break every 15 minutes. Okay. So okay, we'll take 5. Okay. So all right. Okay. Or 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the long break. Well, I got something for you. So it's birch tree, spring shoot, this leaflets, young leaves, birch tree. It's springtime in Alaska, so I show you. Okay, this. Okay, so yeah, birch tree leaves, they are edible. All right. How do I know? I studied edible plants. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the vodka and yeah, we'll have some. I mean, I will have some taste of the spring. Okay. I mean, if you happen to live in some neighborhoods, some region in the world that have this edible birch tree leaves, yeah. If you are over drinking age in your country, okay, so all right. I'm looking forward to taste of this spring tree leaves of willow tree and also spruce tree. Because they are all edible, okay? So yeah, they're coming out, right? So spring is a very good season, okay? This harvest in spring, in summer, in autumn, because all different vegetations, yeah, they have their season. Some edible spring stuff, plants like fiddleheads, right? Uh, when fiddleheads start coming out, yeah, I'm gonna pick them and put it in the vodka. Well, but fiddleheads, they're kind of toxic, okay? It can damage your kidney. You have to boil it. So yeah, fiddlehead, I don't think I'm gonna put them in vodka, okay? Because I don't want to damage my kidney. Yeah, this will take some time, okay, to get the juice out. All right. Okay, so PC notation. All right, so yeah, okay. So by definition, like 3C0, that's one, right? So PC notation of that, that's also one. Okay, so uh, this boils down to first term. I need some sharp pen, all right, because notation it gets really longer and I need to write smaller, right? So there's one. I was hunting for this sharp sharpie. There's this really funny coronavirus and President Trump cartoon, editorial cartoon. Okay. Oh, he got the sharpies again. So he put a smiley smiley face on coronavirus. That everything is fine. That was so funny. Editorial cartoonists in the world, all around the world, they're smart. Like India, Canada, Britain, America, and other countries, very smart. Okay, great humorists, satirists, and caricaturists. All right, huge fan of them. Okay, editorial cartoonists making fun of President Trump. Okay, or President Obama. All right, so or coronavirus situation. Okay, so they're fantastic artists, philosophers, thinkers. Yeah, they're great. Huge fan of editorial cartoons, political cartoons, cultural cartoons. Okay, I'm a huge fan. All right, they're so smart. Great artists as well. All right. Okay. Now, what is two? 2 is first element and prime out of 3, you pick 1 and you multiply 7 to that. Okay? Yeah, this guy. Right? And we are still doing indexing subscript. Okay, so if you cannot see this, read this, take a screenshot, enlarge it. All right, because I cannot accommodate to you too much. We are we are running this on a shoestring budget, low budget. This is all I can do. Okay, in terms of time and money, this is all I can afford. I'm sorry. Okay, you have to take screenshot and enlarge it. Just copy and paste to your Paint in Microsoft Macintosh version. I don't know what it is. Okay, because I'm not Mac person. Okay, convert it into PDF or whatever. Okay, just enlarge it. Okay, so yeah, because I cannot go smaller than this. All right, or bigger than this. All right. All right. But don't worry, I break it down for you. We'll come up with general formula soon. Okay? So this is second element in yeah, 3C1. Alright? First 3 prime. Let's bring it up a little bit. And third element of first 3 primes, and we only pick 1, okay? We forgot to put multiplication sign. You know, let's save space. Let's put multiplication up there, okay? To save space. Okay? We are still refining our 130, okay. Our notation convention, okay, so 1 P 3 C 0 star multiply by 7, okay, so and parenthesis, okay. Whew. A lot of work. Friday loser, right? Friday loser. 2 and 3. Okay. That's like we pick 2. Well, first element of prime set. First element of prime set. We are linguists. Okay, we're gonna make sentence out of this. First element of prime set out of 3 first primes, we pick 2 and we multiply them, okay? Like star up there, okay, so and then multiply by 7. Absolute value thereof plus. Yeah, it's very kind of like Jesusian, right? Yeah, when Jesus was born, there was this guiding star to guide these 3 wise men of the East, right? To celebrate Jesus' birthday, right? Yeah, lucky number 7, and you're plus, like cross, right? Yeah. I'm looking at this from this Christian glasses. If you wear it is some Korean maxim, okay? Kind of contemporary Korean maxim, because back in the days, Koreans didn't have any eyeglasses, right? So it's kind of like modern Korean maxim, okay? If you wear this red glasses and look at the world, all the world look red. If you wear green glasses, eyeglasses, and you look at the world, all the world look like green, some different hue of green, right? Yeah. So I'm wearing Christian glasses and I'm seeing this from the Christian point of view. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, so all right. A lot of famous mathematicians, they were Christians or Jewish. Okay, or yeah, Muslims. Okay, many mathematicians or scientists, yeah, they were deeply religious. Many of them. So science and religion, they are not quite incompatible. Mr. Isaac Newton, Christian. Mr. Cauchy, Christian. Okay. Mr. Ramanujan, I think he was like Hindu, right? Yeah, Hinduism, some local aboriginal version of that, right? Many mathematicians and scientists, they were devout Christians. Okay, they were. Oh, so religious people. Okay, many of them were. All right. So science and religion, they are not as incompatible as you may think, as people may say, right? Just wanted to mention that. Okay, so this is second element of this power set. Okay, so you have three primes. Out of three, you pick two. Okay, and you multiply them all. Okay, it's pretty. It's beautiful. Star upstairs. Okay, nice star in the sky. I like this notation. Okay, it's getting better, right? Yeah, you're making some progress here. Multiply 7. Absolute value. Zero multiples, right? Of third element of this primes set consisting of three primes, and we pick two, and you multiply them all. After that, you multiply 7. Okay? And then close parenthesis minus open parent absolute value open absolute and open parent first element of prime set 3 out of 3 you pick 3. Okay, and you multiply them all together. All right, and then you multiply 7 and you close the parent. Close absolute value and then close parent. Okay, so alright. A lot of work, right? Yeah, it's one specific example, but to generalize from this, very easy. Okay, you just need to substitute numbers. I mean, substitute letters for numbers or replace numbers with the letters. Okay, yeah, it's easy. You know, this spring shoot of this birch tree leaves it is starting to give out the juice. Why? Osmosis in chemistry. uh, if I put this in water, right? Yeah, water will get in there, right? Into this tree leaves. But if I put vodka into tree leaves, I don't know. Okay, osmosis. Okay, yeah. It's been a while, long while since I studied chemistry. Okay, so osmosis, chemistry, biology, biochemistry, lysis, osmosis. Okay, so yeah, but it's starting to give out the juice. Okay, so I think it's about time to take a break. Okay, so uh, next step after 5 minutes break, please. After 5 minutes break, we're gonna express this in sigma. Okay. After that, we're gonna generalize this, right? Okay. So we have one, two, three, four terms here. All right. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's take a break. And this guy, 3C0, yeah, and P1, whatever star, by definition, this is zero. I mean, 1, by definition, okay? So, the initial condition, boundary condition, you have to define it. You need some special treatment for boundary condition like beginning and end because they behave differently, okay? In differential equation, this modeling mathematical modeling problem, boundary condition, yeah, they behave differently. Okay, so initial condition, okay, yeah, you just have to define it as one. Okay, so yeah, no problem. I like this. Okay, yeah. Birch tree, vodka. All right, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, so. Okay, we are back. Are you still there? It's almost time, huh? Like 30 minutes left. 30 minutes or so left. Sorry for the long break. I was in the bathroom. Okay, so sorry. So, yeah, I was thinking about this or some others in my bathroom. Okay, so, uh, well, let's first give our thanks to our parents. It's May, so Mother's Day, Father's Day. Let's give thanks to our parents. Okay, so because our parents, we owe them everything that we have. We will have our lives, education, money, guidance, inspiration. Oh, we owe our parents, right? Yeah, let's give them due thanks. Okay, let's honor our parents, physical parents and metaphysical parents, our colleagues, bosses, former colleagues, friends, random strangers. Okay, they're our metaphysical parents, right? Yeah, some celebrities too. Okay, yeah, some politicians as well. Okay, yeah, let's give them due thanks. Okay, all right. In Korea, in May, uh, Cinco de Mayo, in Korea, there's Children's Day, and 8th of May, there's Parents' Day, and 15th of May, there's Teachers' Day. Okay, so those are kind of national holidays. Okay, so in Teachers' Day, yeah, we bring this red carnation flower and give to our teachers. Okay, so that's Korean tradition. Okay, so during Children's Day, yeah, parents they take children to amusement park, theme parks, zoos, right? Yeah. On Parents' Day, in America you have Mother's Day and Father's Day, right? But in Korea we only have Parents' Day. Okay. So yeah, we children, yeah, we bring flowers, bouquets of flowers and gifts from our allowance. That is from our parents. Okay. Well, yeah, we bring them gifts. Okay, we celebrate it. We sometimes we cook for our parents. Okay. Okay. All right. So happy Mother's Day, Father's Day, Children's Day, Teachers Day. Okay. So. So what I was thinking about this is this. Okay. So it's the relationship between composite numbers and binomial coefficient. Okay. I'll just talk, narrate, give you some narrative. Okay, how it goes. So how many ways you have some number whose prime factor uh, consists of whose prime factors consist of n primes, right? Yeah, sure. Like 2 times 5 times 11 is equal to 110, right? So how many ways are there to express 110 with one prime and one composite? Do you need some time to think about that? I mean, it's 3C1, right? I mean, also known as 31 binomial coefficient. Okay, so yeah, you pick one prime, the rest 5 times 11, yeah, that's just composite, right? So how many ways are there to express 110 as multiplication of one prime and one composite? 3 ways, right? Okay, now how about 2 times 3 times 5 times 7? Okay, so how many ways are there to express 210, right? With one prime and one composite. Again, 4C1. Okay? Then how many ways are there to express 210 in terms of multiplication of one composite and another composite. Well, that's 42. Uh, 4 times 3 divided by 2. 6, okay? So how many ways are there to express 210 with whatever combination of product of two numbers? Yeah, 4 plus 6, 10, right? Okay, let's go one more step, alright? So, oh my. 210 times 11, okay. 2310. Alright? 210, okay. Yeah, 2310. Alright, so how many ways are there to express 2310, this composite number composed of 5 primes in this prime factorization? Out of how many ways are there to express this in product of a prime and a composite? Yeah, 5 C 1 is equal to 5. So how many ways are there to express 2310 in terms of multiplication of two composites? I give you a minute to think about this. I was kind of curious about this, okay? So, it may help us or not toward this proof of Goldilocks conjecture, but whether it does or not doesn't matter. We want to discover something new, okay? So we want to learn something new, okay? So these spruce spring leaves, buds, and these saplings and seedlings, whatever you call it, it start to give out some serious juice, and I like it. I love it. Smells like, tastes like Alaskan spring. Russian. Alaska used to be Russian territory, okay, so vodka and this birch tree. Yeah, keep working on this, okay? This is your homework assignment. I give you some, like 5 minutes, okay? Very Alaskan spring taste. So birch tree, why are they white? Maybe some camouflage, Alaskan winter, white snow, right? Maybe they want to blend in, protect themselves against plant eaters like herbivores, right? Herbivores. Yeah, maybe they want to protect themselves, blend in so that they don't get to sin very much. But young birch tree, they are brown. They are like reddish, dark brown. Okay, young birch tree. They were very scaly too. Okay, I noticed when I was picking these spring shoots. I don't know. I don't know why this mature birch trees are white. Maybe try to blend in with the snow. I don't know. Okay. So young birch trees, they are very scaly with all these dots. Zeroth dimension, right? Dots. But mature birch trees, yeah, they peel off in two-dimensional way. So some fantastic Alaskan handcraft, they use birch tree bark to make a jar. They fold it up. You- Yeah, Alaskan. I'm a huge fan of Alaskan arts and crafts. Okay, I did study some. Okay, yeah, yeah, and some Caucasian Alaskans they learn from Alaskan natives. Okay, so they yeah this out way out this boondock yeah this Hollywood movie Boondock Saints, but yeah, Alaskan boondocks, they are people who live outside of the civilization, somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Alaska. Okay, hunter and gatherer style. Some of them are Caucasians. Most of them, I guess, they are Alaskan natives, right? Where Alaskan natives, they live in a community. Okay, but some Caucasians, some other, yeah, mostly Caucasians. Okay, they live by themselves. Okay, some of them marry Alaskan natives. Okay, but whatever. So it's Alaskan boondock saints. Okay, they learn from Alaskan natives how to survive, how to hunt and gather. Right. So I watched one documentary. This one gentleman, he's Caucasian, aged mature gentleman, probably in his 50s or 60s. Okay. So yeah, he learned how to make this tree, birch tree jar, fold it up, right, make it watertight, and he put some water in there, and he boiled that water in fire, campfire. Okay, so because in physics, okay, yeah, this heat, this fire, campfire, it gets into this birch tree, birch tree bark, but it's not gonna burn that birch tree bark because this fire heat energy is used to boil the water. Okay, so this wooden birch tree bark jar, it does not get burned because heat energy is used to boil the water inside of this birch tree jar. All right, so that was magical. Okay, so yeah, he boiled the water in there. I watched that documentary when I was in Michigan, Ann Arbor, I mean Ypsilanti, Michigan, going to Ann Arbor, Michigan law school. I was so fascinated. I wanted to check it out myself. Alaska, nature. How could I not come to Alaska? Okay, so many of my friends wondered why I wanted to come to Alaska because I told them that, oh, after I graduate from law school, I'm going to Alaska. I did, why Alaska? Oh, because I saw watch all these documentaries, TV shows in Alaska, and I had to check it out myself. I couldn't help, alright. And I love Alaska. This is Alaska where I'm living in at. Okay, I love every single day. I thank God every single day. Alaska to me is paradise on earth. Okay, politically, naturally, yeah, Alaska to me is paradise on earth. Perhaps the last America because we have freedom here. Okay, so yeah, gotta love this place. Okay, let me give you an answer. Okay, so yeah, it's like 5C2. Okay, which is 5 times 4 divided by 2. 10, something like that. Okay. Just how many ways you can express 2310 with multiple as product of two composites. Okay, you pick two. Okay, the rest fixed. It's combinatorics, combination. Okay, okay. Let's do one more. All right. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be in sequence, in order, okay? It can be any uh, six primes. Any six primes, okay? My goodness. Huh? 30,030, okay, so interesting, huh? Yeah, very interesting number, okay? 30,030, okay? So how many ways to express this 30,030 in terms of uh, a product of a prime and composite? A prime and a composite? Well, this, how many prime factors are there? Six, okay, so 6C1 is 6. Now, how many ways to express this 30,030 in terms of product of two composites? Because we cannot express this as product of two primes because it has six composite prime factors, okay? So, I mean, six prime factors, okay? Yeah, so how many ways are there to express this as product of two primes? I'll leave that as a homework assignment quiz for 5 minutes, okay? Because I need to take 5 minutes break. I need some vocal rest, okay? So, this vodka is so good. Oh boy. Mm. I know what the answer is. Answer is right. Uh, we go ahead and generalize this guy, okay? So generalization of this guy, we already know what it is. It's mechanical, okay? But generalization of this guy downstairs, it requires some creative thinking. So yeah, we go ahead and generalize these downstairs guys, okay? So it's just out of curiosity, okay? Ideas upstairs guys. Oh, generalization of this is very mechanical, not creative, but generalization of these downstairs guys that kind of brand new and it requires some creativity. It's more intriguing, interesting. So we go ahead and generalize this guy first. Okay. This guy, we already know what it is. It's a matter of spelling it out. Okay, it's a matter of time. But this guy, downstairs guy, is brand new. All right, so we'll do this first. Okay. Okay. This is plain vanilla water, okay? So I drank too much. I know when to stop, okay? Too much alcohol in my system, so. My homework assignment quiz to you. Express this 30,030, alright? In terms of two composites and count the ways, how many ways are there to express 30,030 in terms of uh, product of two composites? Use combinatorics, okay? Yeah. think and calculate like a combinatorist. Okay? So that's my quiz to you. I give you 5 minutes. Alright, so maybe I give you 10 minutes. Okay. Let's stop and restart. Okay, it's almost 3 hours. It's Friday night. We got all the time. Okay, so we will take 10 minutes break. Okay. Thank you.